It's got to be real.
Be real. Be real. Yes, guys, what's going on? I hope you're all good. Okay, so watch the Demetrius Andrade versus Brian Rose fight. It was on the undercard of the Ruslan Provodnikov fight. And to be honest, I was watching UFC 174. I don't usually watch UFC, but I thought I'd give it a shot tonight. I thought I'd watch it. I've not been, too intrigued with the Ruslan Provodnikov fight, but this Demetrius Andrade fight was intriguing me, and I watched a bit of UFC, and I've got to say, it was a bunch of bullshit. And I was getting so bored of it. Punches being thrown, no skill. It was just wild, low class. It was like getting some amateur fighters who know wrestling and throwing them in a cage, and all you could see was them throwing punches. It was very boring. I've got to say, it was very boring. I can understand now why the ratings have all of a sudden dropped for UFC. But then I I found a stream of the Demetrius Andrade fight because it wasn't coming on Box Nation in the UK, and I switched this on, and damn, it was a breath of fresh air. I saw Demetrius Andrade. I saw his skill that he portrayed. I've seen him fight once before, and within the first minute, I tweeted straight away. Go to my Twitter at sham_Ayub, and you'll see I said straight away within the first, I think it was 20 seconds of the fight, I said it's a mismatch. I saw Brian Rose, the attitude he had, and I was listening to Sky Sports and what they were saying before the fight, and it sounded to me like Brian Rose wasn't 100% confident, and he was saying things like I'm gonna throw punches, more punches, and some of them are gonna miss, but I'm still gonna throw, basically saying that he's gonna struggle to find his target. And that isn't the type of confidence a fighter should be going into a fight with. And Brian Rose, I think he is a straight British level fighter. I don't believe he's fought out of the UK before, and he's fought Demetrius Andrade in the US, and he's got dominated. Now, Andrade to me was very impressive. I thought he had exceptional boxing skills. I thought he reminded me a lot of Andre Ward. I don't know if there is any linkage between him and Virgil Hunter and Andre Ward and the Bay Area. I'm not too sure where he's from, but there's definitely some linkage there in their fighting styles. I could see it in him. I could see the way he fights. He was throwing excellent uppercuts, excellent shots to the body. His hooks were phenomenal. Brian Rose, a very typical British fighter, throwing jabs and crosses, standing straight up. Chin wasn't tucked down as I'd like it to be. He wasn't bending down at all. He wasn't moving around too much. You could tell that he wasn't an exceptionally fit fighter. He was ready, as ready as he could be, but I don't think he was on the level of a world class fighter. I think that Demetrius Andrade just took him to school and showed him what the US boxing is all about. And the British boxing has its pros, but when it goes up, when you get a British level fighter and put him against an American level fighter, this is what you get. I felt that Brian Rose wasn't able to go on the inside and throw any hooks convincingly. He wasn't bending his knees, he wasn't bending down, he was just straight up fighting, guard up, taking beats left, right, and center. Fighting like a man with no hope. He was just taking beats and then taking beats, trying to give some beats, but every time he was giving beats, every time he was throwing them punches, he was just missing. And I was very impressed with Andrade. Now, he's a 154 pounder, and this is a 154 pound fight, I believe. And who else is in that division? There's Erosandi Lara and the Saul Canelo Alvarez. How would Canelo Alvarez and Erosandi Lara done against Brian Rose is the question. I feel like Andrade Lara comes from the Cuban school of boxing, and I really feel that he would have outboxed him, but I don't think Lara would have got many knockdowns of Brian Rose. I think because Andrade Lara is more of a straight puncher, similar to Brian Rose, and doesn't throw as many hooks and doesn't box, I don't want to say as well as Andrade. He fights differently to Andrade. He comes from the Cuban school of boxing, which is very different to the American school of boxing. But I think he would have definitely done a job on Brian Rose as well. But Saul Canelo Alvarez, I feel, would have stopped Brian Rose, knocked him out within 3 rounds. I think if Canelo went against this lad, the current Canelo, the Canelo that fought Alfredo Angulo, the one who came off the loss to Floyd Mayweather Jr., the one who's constantly improving and getting bigger as a fighter and stronger as a fighter, I really feel that this Saul Canelo Alvarez that we have today would have stopped Brian Rose a lot sooner. So Where does Andrade lie in the 154-pound division? Now, the 154-pound division is very stacked. Miguel Cotto can still make 154-pound. There's Floyd Mayweather who can make 154-pounds. There's Lara, Canelo, who are the kingpins of 154, excluding Mayweather, of course. But Andrade, how would he do against these guys? I think he could potentially beat Erisande Lara. But then the thing is that Lara and Canelo are fighting now, and stylistically, it's a difficult fight for Canelo. You see, the thing is with Andrade, if he fought Canelo Alvarez, is that Andrade has a lot of movement. He'll be in and out, very fast for Canelo. He was very fast on his feet, exceptionally fast on his feet. He controlled the range very well in this fight. But then you've got to remember, it's against a lesser opponent who doesn't hit as hard as Canelo. Canelo has very underrated defense. He would not be getting hit as much as Brian Rose got hit in this fight. I mean, if you look at the punch stats and you look at the punches landed, I mean, we'll take a look right now. You just look at this and look, 104 headshots landed. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. That's just what that is. That is a British level fighter someone like Kell Brook, who stands straight up, doesn't know how to bend his knees and bob and weave, never been taught how to bob and weave, doesn't know how to be utilize the ring. And this is the problem I've got with British boxing, and it is a lot of the time. A lot of fighters, Amir Khan was like this. I feel that Kell Brook is currently like this. So many fighters, pretty much everyone fights like Brian Rose, jab cross like a zombie, standing up straight and trying to walk your opponent down type thing. It's good for British level, but when you face the American level or a higher level, it's not gonna work, and that's the bottom line. I feel that there are fighters like someone like Prince Nassim, Ricky Hatton, even someone like Gavin Rees, who are slightly different in their styles. But for the bulk of it, Brian Rose is a very typical orthodox British fighter, and I feel that that was his downfall today. And Andrade, he's looking to bigger and better things now. Where does he go from here? I want to see him against the elite. I want to see him against the Miguel Cottos. I want to see him against the he's with HBO, isn't he? Damn. No, wait, he's with Top Rank? He is with Top Rank. Andrade, I believe he's with Top Rank. Damn, I totally forgot about that. But they can still make the Canelo fight, I believe. If Canelo gets through Lara, it's a fight that they could make. However, there's Cotto in the mix, and they have to make them fights, because 154-pound division is stacked, but it's not so stacked that they can automatically give Andrade a huge mega fight, because them fights that are taking place, they have to fight each other, and I don't think many of them are going to give Andrade a shot straight away, because he's a dangerous boxer. But I think he can be beat. I think that he can be beat. I think a good fight for him would be someone like Austin Trout, if they could make that fight happen. I think Austin Trout would be a very good challenge for Andrade. But let me know what you guys think. What do you think of him? Do you think he's going to be the next big thing in the 154-pound division? Yeah, let me know what you think. Comments in the section below. Subscribe as always. I'm just going to watch the Ruslan Provodnikov fight now. I was very impressed with Andre's performance. He fought like he was fighting in a similar style to that of that guy that Deontay Wilder knocked out recently. I forget his name, the heavyweight. Very similar style to that, similar style to Andre Ward, but not as effective. I thought he got hit quite a bit in the fight, and the punch stance didn't reflect it. I think he did get caught by Brian Rose more than he should have by a fighter at that level. I think he should have stopped him a little bit sooner. But I thought he did very well. He dropped him multiple times. I don't think he could have done much better. I think I'm picking at things, but he is an exceptional fight. Let me know how you guys feel he would do against Austin Trout, Erislandy Lara, and Saul Canelo Alvarez, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Miguel Cotto at 154 pounds. Comments in section below. Subscribe as always. In a bit, guys.